Good everybody, welcome back to the 2Bit Crypto channel. It is time once again to take a look at XRP. Now, a lot of people have been disappointed that they aren't seeing a massive price rise, but remember, XRP is a long-term hold. There is still a cloud with the SEC over it. But once that's gone, well, I think we're in for a pretty interesting ride. We're going to break down some key parts for you in this video, as well as an expert breaking down exactly where XRP is going. So if you're bullish on that and you want to see more videos like this, smash that like button. And if you want to stay up to date with everything going on in the cryptocurrency space, subscribe to the channel. We're very close to hitting that 20K by the end of the year. With that being said, let's take a look at the market. Now, it's very interesting. We just got into a new day here in the UK. We see Bitcoin rallying a little bit. We actually got a pullback. I thought we were going to continue down to about 41.5. It does look like there is a reversal coming. We're still holding 1.54 trillion, and XRP still sitting here at the number 5 cryptocurrency. Just moves up on the price and volume up about 80% on the day. So our volume is around $2 billion, but the rest of the market is moving as well. We are actually seeing substantial amounts coming into the cryptocurrency market right now. So what's going on with Ripple? Well, we talked a little bit about this yesterday, this Metaco integration with the institutional custody firm backed by financial services giant Standard Chartered. And again, we talked a little bit about Zodiac custody and why this was so important. And ultimately, this integration enabling cross-border payments and fundamentally globalized movement of finances using this platform. That with Uphold was two pretty big deals. And again, it goes on to talk a little bit about institutional clients. Some of the world's premier banks and financial institutions are linked into Metaco and are able to leverage the network's interoperability, standards to access and govern interactions with various value-added service providers, allowing for better choice and how to execute their digital asset strategy across jurisdictions and asset classes. And here's the first point I want to make around XRP. Now, you might be thinking, oh, hold on a minute, too, but this doesn't make any sense. But this is about building for the future. This is about ultimately changing our financial construct around the globe. And XRP will be at the forefront of that. They have a CBDC platform. Now they are linking into key financial institutions and liquidity providers to ensure that they can seamlessly move substantial amounts of money around the globe. You build the framework and then people become part of it. That's fundamentally how you operate within business. So again, very interesting. Remember, 250 million is what Ripple paid for it. Now, John Deaton has come out recently and given his view, albeit he says he owns more Bitcoin than XRP. But interestingly, he talked a little bit about the case that sits over the SEC. Now, we do know they've been dropped against Brad and Chris Larson. And ultimately now it is all just about those sales. Those sales of XRP token. Was that a security? Can they be fined? We've heard monetary value of 770 million. We've equally heard recently there was discussions of it being around 100 million. Well, Johnny Deaton given his view around kind of the attorneys and those fundamental parts that have been with the SEC. He says, why I sued the SEC lawyers like George Tenerio lied and told the judge I was a disgruntled XRP holder who was upset because I bet on the wrong token and lost money. The truth was, when the SEC filed suit on December 22nd, I had made significant money on XRP. At the time, I owned 3 tokens and XRP was my smallest investment behind BTC and Ethereum. The SEC never lets the truth get in the way of their lies. The case was much bigger than XRP, but I didn't buy any more XRP after the lawsuit because I knew we would win. Plus, it was like betting on myself and betting the judge would follow the law. And ultimately, that's exactly what we got. Judge Annalisa Torres following the law and being a pro XRP verdict. You know, I'm not saying she is specifically. However, there is a pro XRP verdict, which is all good news. Again, John Deaton goes on to talk about the Hinman files being such a pivotal part of this SEC case and ultimately how that then sits with the current standings. There was no SEC versus Ripple case related news for investors to digest on Sunday. However, intriguing uncertainty about the outcome of the SEC appealing the programmatic sales ruling remained a headwind. And that is kind of where we sit. These programmatic sales, are they going to be defined or are they going to be finable to the XRP community and equally the Ripple token? Background: former SEC Director of Finance William Hinman was ultimately the one that said Bitcoin and Ethereum weren't securities. So what does that mean in the future for the SEC and equally XRP? And this is the key pivotal part of where this sits now. The SEC want it retracted and removing. Obviously, Ripple want it to keep in. I think this will become a strategic part in the ongoing case. So where do the experts get us? What's coming on with Ripple? Well, ultimately, a lot of people think we're going to see an XRP ETF, which could be absolutely insane as well. We have the Bitcoin ones coming through. We already have some Ethereum ones, as well as conversion, and potentially I've even hearing a Casper ETF. So XRP could absolutely be on that as well. It says, in a post shared on X, formerly Twitter platform, research ABS of the 3T Warrior Academy outlined 4 reasons why the inevitable XRP ETF would be significant. The first reason he gave was the fact that development could attract more institutional investors, and he said that XRP ETF would make it simpler for them to venture into an XRP pool. Furthermore, he goes on to talk about a mainstream madness if XRP ETF were to launch, and believes mainstream media would launch the marketing campaign, which would ultimately push this further. We also know that Ripple, as part of its Asia Pacific headquarters in Singapore, and that has a big presence in terms of the adoption of cryptocurrency and future development of digital assets, and I think that is important as well. And considering XRP already enjoys a huge following in the region, it's definitely an easy way of doing it. Furthermore, it does talk about, can this happen? That's the reality. It's always open for discussion. I think that we'll see what happens with the spot Bitcoin ETFs, whether they launch this side of Christmas. A lot of people talking about the 8th or 10th of January, but if you add all that together, you get into a world where XRP becomes a long-term hold. It becomes one of those that just certain things has to happen. We have to finish the legal battle with the SEC. There has to be regulation put in place. There has to be financial institutions built upon a construct that XRP is making. The XRP ledger, I talk about it all the time, has to be completely bulletproof when it comes to moving huge amounts of money around. And then we'll see a significant price action on Ripple. I mean, currently it's trading at around 62.53. We did get this big sell-off earlier on today, but bought back up quite aggressively and is just holding around that 62.58. The market is sat unsure what to do. We'll see kind of what happens over the next 10 or 15 minutes, whether we get a move or not. But Ripple holding above these lines of support on the 1 hour chart, which is good news. We want to see it kind of push up though. This big downward trend we've got to break, and that could be coming earlier on in Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday, with a potential break to the upside. So let me know what you think about all of this with XRP. Do you, or are you frustrated you're not seeing a price action, or are you like me and you're sat here for the long term? And I think Ripple in the long term will be a very, very good hold indeed. As ever though, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this content and want to see more XRP videos like this, and subscribe if you're new. We'd love you to be part of the channel, and as ever, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.